Hi guys, I hope you can hear me. Welcome to tonight's event. Thank you for coming along and joining us tonight. I'm going to be sharing a bit right now all about the products, and then I'm going to pop off this live. Then Amy's going to do a live about the business, and then Cardine's going to share her story at the end. So lots to listen into. And just while you're jumping on, just give me a little like, give me a little love, let me know that you can hear me, because we never know with these lives sometimes. That'd be great if you could let me know. So I'm going to share a little bit about these amazing products that I've been using now for 7 years. I can't believe where time has gone. So hi Cardine, thank you for jumping on. I hope everyone can hear me. So yes, 7 years ago, back 7 years ago. Hi Christine, thank you for joining me. Back 7 years ago, I was a busy horsey mum. I was a childminder. I was approaching 50 and I was totally exhausted. I went to bed as early as I could every evening, 8, 9 o'clock. I woke up tired. I had to have an afternoon snooze as much as I could. I was totally exhausted. I was totally run down. But I just thought that was normal. So if you're getting on this call and what I'm just describing to you, if that sounds normal to you, it's not normal. Thank you, Louise. Thank you. I'm glad you can hear me, because you can never know. It's not normal to feel like that. You can feel loads better. We all feel loads better, and that's what we're so passionate about, is to share it with other people and help other people feel flipping amazing. Okay, but it doesn't just start like that. I was very skeptical. Amy, my daughter, walked in with these products and we argued. We argued for 4 full months because I was really very skeptical of yet another shake, yet another wacky product, what I thought it was at the time. So I argued with Amy for 4 months. So if you're watching this and you're skeptical, it's okay. It's okay to be skeptical, but at least be open-minded to find out and hear a little bit more about it. So she came in with the products, and like I said, I was exhausted, run down, all of those sorts of things. And over a period of time, she just kept telling me, Mum, as fruit and veg in a capsule or a shake, what is it you don't get? It's designed for athletes. And she at the time was riding 10 to 15 horses, and she was difficult to get out of bed in the morning. But she'd go over the yard about 8 o'clock, but she was always difficult to get out of bed. Once she was out of bed, she was absolutely fine. And I used to get over the stables really early, get the horses started, and then come back in again for the children to arrive at about 6, 7 o'clock time. Anyway, Amy started to get up at 6 to 6:30 in the morning to go to the gym, to exercise at the gym 5 days a week, without... and then coming home to ride her horses. I mean, that was totally unheard of. And then she was staying up till late at night, and I couldn't believe the difference in her just because she had added these amazing products. So guys, I had to do what all of us would have done. I know you would have done the same. I started pinching her shakes when she wasn't looking. Because I just had to try them, because guys, of all the things, the issues that I'd got going on, I was just exhausted, and all I wanted was to feel amazing and to have some more energy. That's all I wanted. I didn't want anything else. So anyway, I started to sneak the shakes when she wasn't looking, and they tasted amazing. I loved them. They helped me pretty quickly with my cravings. They meant I didn't have the cravings in the evening and the evening munchies. I meant I didn't pick all day long, and I just absolutely loved them. So I had to confess to Amy that that was what I was doing, but I loved the shakes, and eventually I had to obviously get my own. Thank you guys for all the lovely comments. That's absolutely brilliant. So I had to get my own. So I got my products, I got my shakes. That's what I started on. And over a period of time, getting on for about 4 months, I suppose, I started to notice an amazing difference in myself too. So I'm briefly going to tell you how they helped me. They helped me with my restless leg syndrome. They helped me with loads more energy. They helped me with better sleep, needing less of it, and getting better quality sleep. Instead of going to bed exhausted at 8, 9 o'clock, I was going to bed at midnight, and I was waking up before my alarm in the morning, right ready for the day ahead. And that was such an amazing feeling. It boosted my immunity. Being a childminder, I was always unwell. I'd always got one of these following things going. I'd either got a cough, cold, sore throat, sinus, cold sore, or any of those sort of things. I'd got those going on, one of those on all the time. But I just accepted that's what it was. But I started these products and they boosted my immunity so that in the last 7 years, I've not had any of those. I haven't had a cold sore, cough, cold, sinus, all of those sorts of things, because these boost your immunity. So that was absolutely amazing. And I lost 4 stone in weight. I feel amazing. It's helped me with my hormones. It's helped me with my IBS. I was able to come off my HRT. And anyone that knows that is massive for any women and the guys of the house too, and the rest of the household members. I mean, let's face it, if you're not as all moody and you're not up and down and all of that sort of thing, then everyone's going to benefit from that. So I had, over a period of time, just started to feel amazing. And when I was out and about at the supermarket, at the horse shows, at different places, people started to notice an amazing difference in me. So that was where I was. That was the situation. So I'm just going to briefly tell you a little bit about these products as to why you may need these, like I do, or I did, and at the time I didn't think I did. So I'm going to start off with our amazing capsules. So we have 3 capsules: the fruit, the veg, and the berries. Now, you say to yourself, I'm sure, I get lots of fruit and veg. I don't need to have any more fruit and veg. That's what I said all the time. I said, I didn't need any more fruit and veg. I ate lots of fruit and veg. But guys, I was eating supermarket fruit and veg, okay? And they are not fully vine ripened. They're not grown in a way that nature was actually designed to grow. And these products are. Juice Plus have their own farmers that grow all the products and to a very, very high standard. Once you become a Juice Plus farmer around the world, that's where you stay as a Juice Plus farmer, and they use your produce all of the time. And it's taken and juiced, dried, and popped into powders, and I'll just try and show you here, into little capsules. There we've got the berries, and then we've got the fruit, and then we've got the veg. So all of the goodness is encapsulated in those capsules, in those amazing capsules. And you know, you think you don't need fruits and veg. If you're already eating lots of fruit and veg, you still need these, because these are all picked fully vine ripened, and these are raw. Because what you'll do, exactly like I did, is I took my fruit and veg home and I cooked it, and by the time it's been served up on my plate, it's lived in my fridge, it's lived in a warehouse somewhere, all of those sorts of things. It hasn't got the goodness in it as nature intended. In actual fact, studies have been done on oranges and other produce, and they've actually got 50% less vitamin C in them than what they did 50 years ago. That's absolutely phenomenal. So we think we're eating healthy, and we all try to eat healthy, but it's not what we get. We're not getting what we should do. And what this product does is bridges our nutritional gap. So we don't have this instead of food, we have this alongside food. I have my capsules every morning, and I have done for the last 7 years. My handful of capsules, if I can just find them again, there you go. I have my handful of capsules every morning. I drink them with a large glass of water, and within 15 minutes, these are in our stomach and they're in our bloodstream, and they're used by my body at cellular level. And I can genuinely tell you, I start to feel the nutrition going into me and start feeling amazing. That's how good they are. They really are. So they're into your body and used at a cellular level. So I absolutely love them. They're vegan. They had all the fructose removed. So what is absolutely brilliant is that diabetic people can have these, and they contain 30 varieties of fruit and veg. I mean, how amazing is that? I mean, you get a little booklet with them, and if I just quickly run through what they have in them, we've got apples, oranges, peaches, pineapples, avocado, acerola, I can't say that, acerola cherries, dates, prunes, beetroot, parsley, kale, spinach, cabbage, tomatoes, carrots, broccoli, beet, garlic, artichoke. Who has artichoke every day? Ginger root, cocoa, Concord grape, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, elderberries. Who has elderberries every day? Bilberries. Who's even heard of bilberries? Pomegranates. And black currants and cranberries. All of those I get into my system at a cellular level within 15 minutes of me taking them, and that is absolutely amazing. There's another. We've got 30 scientific studies to do with this. Double-blind, gold placebo tested studies attached to these, where Juice Plus has sent our products off to universities around the world, such as King's College London, Birmingham University, Cambridge University, and other amazing ones around the world, where they have tested these products to say that they do what we say that they do. So they're bioavailable. It's another one of the amazing studies, and that means that when the products, when we take them into our stomach, like I say, they're absorbed. 98% of them are all absorbed. Now, lots of the vitamin C and the different tablets that you might get from the supermarket, they're not absorbed by the body because the body doesn't recognise them, because they're fractionated, isolated vitamins that have been taken. This vitamin C has been taken from the orange and put into a vitamin C tablet, and therefore all the other bits, all the other phytonutrients are not with it. So therefore the body doesn't recognise it, so it doesn't use it. But ours recognises what's in these. It recognises all of them because of the phytonutrients, and they recognise all of it, and they use it all at a cellular level, and it's bioavailable, which is absolutely amazing. So good. Now we also do a child's version of our capsules. So if an adult gets on either these two or these three, then a child from the age of 4 to 12 can have these soft chewies, which are absolutely to die for. They're like little Haribo chewies. These are the veg ones, and these are the fruit ones, and the children absolutely love them. So can you imagine how amazing it's going to be able to get fruit and veg, 17 varieties of fruit and veg, into your children every single day? And there's been studies that have been done on this to say that there's less visits to the doctors, less days off school, they drink more water, they're more healthy, and there's less visits to the doctors. And for anyone that's got children, to know that you're getting 17 fruit and veg into your children every day is absolutely phenomenal. So these come free for up to 4 years, as long as the adult is on the fruit and veg or the fruit, veg and berry capsules. So that is absolutely amazing. I'm super excited about that. It's very close to my heart to try and encourage children to eat well, and if we help them to eat well now and understand all about health and nutrition and the good choices and the food choices that we can have, then they're going to take that into adult life, and that is an absolute gift of life. It really is. So the other thing that we then have is our amazing Omega capsules. So we have the Omega capsules, which are these. Now these are vegan omegas. They've not come from fish. They're vegan omegas, and they contain omega 3, 5, 6, 7 and 9. Now these are absolutely amazing because they're the very important fatty acids that we need in our body daily, that our body can't make and produce. We have to get it from what we eat. We have to get it from our lifestyle. And yes, you can get it from fish, you can get it from omega, but you only get omega-3 from those. You don't get the other 5, 6, 7 and 9, which are very, very important. And these are so good for so many different things. They're very good for brain health, your mind, your mood is the other word I was looking for, your heart. They're very good for joints, arthritis, all of those sorts of things. They are absolutely phenomenal. And like I say, they're vegan. So they come totally from plant source. And there's not many of these on the market that are from plant source. Fish get their omegas from the algae in the sea. And that's why we have cut out the middleman. We've cut out the fish and we get it straight from the algae and from the sea buckthorn, the pomegranate seed, the tomato seeds, all of those sorts of things. So that's absolutely phenomenal. These have been a life changer for me, for my mum. My mum is on these. And my dad, they have those. They're both in their 80s. And if they run out of them, then they really notice a difference in their joints and in their health. So that's the omegas. So that's our capsules. I'll just briefly go on to our amazing shakes, what I actually started on, what I started pinching from Amy when she wasn't looking. So they come in a pouch like this. We do them in 2 flavours. We do them in vanilla, and we do them in chocolate. So you get a scoop with them and you scoop out a portion and you blend it up and you make it into an amazing shake. You may have seen us leading up to Christmas doing all the different Christmas shakeness recipes that we've got. You can either do it in an electric blender or you can do it in one of these, and you can take them out with you when you're out and about, if it's a sports drink or whatever else, where you put the milk in the bottom and you put the powder in there and off you go. I absolutely love to have these as exactly the same, but they're single portions that I have in my handbag, in my glove compartment, in my lorry, in my horse box, in my sports bag, in my ringside bag. These are all absolutely brilliant because you can make them up so easy when you're out and about. As long as you've got one of these. You can make it with water, you can make it with non-dairy milk, and they are a complete meal. They are absolutely amazing. Like I said, they help with all sorts of things, energy. They contain 17 varieties of fruit and veg already in here. They are low glycemic, they are low GI carb, they are wheat and dairy free, and they are flipping amazing. They've got all the correct micro and macronutrients for a complete meal. And these are amazing as a breakfast swapper first thing in the morning. You can have them pre or post workout. You can make them into a chocolate drink. You can add them to yogurt. You can make pancakes with them. You can make hot brownies with them. You can make porridge with them. You can make waffles. All sorts of things you can do with them. It's absolutely amazing what you can do with these, and we absolutely love them. The other thing that's really great about our products is that pregnant and nursing mums can have our products. I mean, and even babies from weaning can have these. You can break these capsules out into a yogurt or a little bit of porridge for a little toddler, a little baby. Anyone from weaning can have these. Put a couple of pinches in their food and they are absolutely amazing. And you'll find parents that sit there and drink their shakes, their children will want them too, and they will permanently ask for them. You know, when children come home from school starved and hungry, when they're starved and hungry, make them up a shake. How good is that than having lots of chocolate bars and crisps or whatever else like I used to have when I came home from school? These are absolutely brilliant, like I say, and they are low GI carbs, so diabetic people can even have these, and you know, they are absolutely amazing. So I absolutely love those. The next thing I want to talk to you about is our boosters. We have our fat loss boosters. These are absolutely amazing. Again, you can have them in your glove compartment, your ringside bag. These help you with snacking. You can have one of these before you have your evening meal. You know what it's like, ladies, when you're making your evening meal. I don't know about you, but I was a cheeseaholic, and I used to slice the cheese while I was making dinner, and before I know, I'd got through half a block of cheese. Well, if I had one of these, I have one of these now before my 30 minutes before my lunch or my evening meal or whatever it is. You can have up to 3 a day. And they keep you fuller for longer, help you eat smaller portions, help you absorb 25% less calories of that next meal. I mean, how amazing is that? They're totally natural. There's no sins. There's no points involved, so they go along with any plan, and they are absolutely amazing. Full of fibre, and they really do help if you're starving hungry, and if you just have one of these, that will tide you over. You know what it's like when you pull up to the garage, to go into the garage, to fill up with petrol, or to go to the supermarket or whatever it is. If you have one of these before you go in, I guarantee you'll make better food choices, and you won't be tempted for all the snacky things. So they are absolutely brilliant. So there are fat loss boosters. They limit the damage, and they're absolutely amazing. We have our amazing Uplift. Now, I love this Uplift. Again, this is another really important product. It's our all-natural energy drink. Okay, now you know lots of people have to reach for coffee, fizzy drinks, caffeine, Costa Coffee, all of those sort of brands to get them through the day. Now, these are absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you why they're so good. The particular reason why they're so good is because they are full of all the B vitamins. Now, like the omegas, the body can't make or produce B vitamins, and it can't store it, so it has to get it from our lifestyle. And if you don't have enough B vitamins, you will be fatigued, moody, brain fog. You will want a nana nap in the afternoon. All of those sorts of things. Now, this gives me between 6 to 8 hours of energy. Now, it doesn't do what the fizzy drinks do, which is raise you and then you have a crash. That raises you probably not quite so high as a fizzy drink, but then it keeps it at that level all of the time for the next 6 to 8 hours. I can't have one of these past lunchtime unless I'm going out until midnight that night. So I can't have one because otherwise I won't sleep. I really won't sleep. So they are absolutely amazing. And like I say, they're packed full of all the important B vitamins that your body cannot make and store. So you have to get it from your lifestyle. So often the reason you're tired is because you're lacking in B vitamins. And lots of people try to go to the supermarket to have the fractionated, isolated B vitamins from the supermarket. But again, the body doesn't recognise those because these are made from fruits and vegetables, yerba mate, tart cherry, mango, guava, lemon peel and beetroot. Because they are made naturally from those, then you'll find the body recognises it and it works so much better. So they have been an absolute lifesaver if you're a driver, if you're an office worker, if you're a horsey person, if you're a mum that's up late at night, you name it. If you need a little bit more energy during the day, you can have one of these. You may only want half of one a day. You maybe only want one every 2 or 3 days. I don't know, whatever. You don't have to have these every day. But anyone starting our plan with us, I would totally recommend that you start with these as well, for the simple reason that when you start a new plan and you're going to be detoxing or whatever else it is, restricting your calories maybe from after Christmas or whatever else, then you will get tired. And if you get tired, you'll be wanting something to eat, because that's my biggest downfall, is when I get tired. So if I start to get tired because I've changed my diet like I have in this beginning of January, then I have to have one of these for 3 or 4 days on the trot, and it just makes such a massive difference. Absolutely love them. They are brilliant. And then we have our soups. Again, our soups are amazing. They're vegetable soups. They're a complete meal. They've got all the macro and micronutrients in them. You can make them up hot. pop them into a flask, or you can do what I used to do, which was go to the Costa and get a hot flask of water and tip this in, stir it round and back in the lorry again to drive, and not have to worry about eating the rubbish food in the drive-through or the services. So these are absolutely brilliant. They're great popped with pasta, all of those sort of things, and they're great, popped in as a stock. You can have half of one, you can have whole one. There's so much you can do with these products, guys. There really is. And the final product, before I take a breath, is we have 2 bars. We have a fruit bar and we have a chocolate bar. And these are absolutely amazing. Great for the glove compartment. They have the Juice Plus Complete in them as well. And they are a complete meal, so you can have these on the go. You can have one in the afternoon. They're absolutely great as half. You can have half of one. You can have them as you come out of the supermarket or going into the supermarket, rather than being tempted for other things. They're great cut up into little pieces and popped on top of porridge or a smoothie bowl. There is just so much endless things you can do with our products, guys, and I absolutely love them. So I think I've covered all the products pretty well here tonight. Any issues, any questions you've got, pop them in the chat below, or go back to the person that added you to this group, so that they can explain to you more about it, maybe send you some videos, all those sorts of things, or pop any of us into a 3-way chat if you want to hear more about my hormonal story, anything like that. Then just ask the person that added you to this, so that we can go into a 3-way chat, and we can tell you in a little bit more detail all about it, because these products have helped us in so many ways. So guys, I hope you loved that. I hope you've really enjoyed what I've had to say. Amy's going to be on the call next, so I'll end this call, and if you just hang around and wait for her to go live, she will go live and tell you all about this amazing business. Love you lots. Speak to you soon.